So, is it possible to cycle in the winter? I think it is, if you dress correctly for it. I live on the east coast of Canada, and our winters can be a little harsh. Typically double minus digits Celsius. I think last year minus 15 or minus 16 was the lowest. There are parts of Canada where it gets far lower than that, but this is still very cold. I'm hoping that this winter I can carry on riding in December, probably start again mid to late March, and take my chances in January and February when the coldest temperatures will be. It's not just the temperature, it's the wind chill. So they will often forecast a low of minus 15 Celsius for the day, but it will feel like minus 20 or minus 25 with the wind chill. And it's not only nasty to be out in, it's downright dangerous. So with that in mind, I've been extending my cold weather riding wardrobe. And it always starts off with a pair of padded shorts. These are by Santic, Chinese company, but they're quite well made and I find them very comfortable to wear for long rides. I have 3 pairs of them. These ones are actually new. And before I put them on, liberal application of an anti-chafe cream to keep things moving smoothly down there. So once I've got the shorts on, I'll then put on Under Armour leggings. These are, I'm a 34-inch waist, and reading the advice on Amazon reviews, I sized up from the recommended large to extra large, and I'm glad I did. They would have been way too small. They're very stretchy. Inside, it's a very soft, almost like orange peel finish, and they do keep you warm. I've just worn ordinary tights before, and they're okay above 0, but these I've ridden in -7 and felt pretty comfortable, really. The waist is a touch on the low rise side for my liking, but that's okay, I'm wearing plenty of other stuff. It's worth noting though that with the interior having such a soft lining, you can't just put your foot in at the top and start pulling because your foot won't go through. What you have to do is pull the leg almost in on itself and then stick your foot through. Then you can pull them up okay. I found that out. So these are great. I like them. Next, I put on a Nike Heat Gear compression shirt. There it is. It's quite snug when it's on, and it's a good base layer. On top of that, I wear another Nike. This is also a base layer, but it's rather thicker. And there's the back. A little bit of venting under the arms and on the back. I used to wear these shirts in my running days, but they work well as base layers for riding. So that's the second shirt. Next I would put on my cycling shoes. These are Shimano. I forget the exact model number, but they're really sold as mountain biking shoes. I use SPD cleats and pedals, but these you can get off and walk around in quite comfortably. They have the ratchet strap. But before I put them on, I wear a overshoe, and this has to be put on foot before the shoe. Stick it on, stick your foot through, undo the Velcro bottom and stick your foot right out the bottom. Then put the shoe on and then pull the overshoe down at the back, and then the stretchy elastic holder at the front and the Velcro at the bottom. And I find these keep my feet much warmer. I wasn't too sure what to expect. I've been wearing 2 pairs of socks. I'm still feeling very cold in the feet until I bought these. This is neoprene, and it has a soft velvety-like interior, but it's effective in keeping your feet warmer by keeping the wind out. So that's those. Then, to complete the picture, I wear a Rock Brothers balaclava, which has different ways you can wear it. You could actually just wear it as a scarf right the way around your neck, or you can pull the top up over your head and keep this part under your chin, or you can pull it right up and have it over your mouth and nose. That does mean that your glasses tend to mist up, but I found a little way of avoiding that without having to pay for these ridiculous wipes and sprays that don't really work. Rubbing a little bit of dish soap on the inside of the glasses lens, letting it dry, and then buffing it with a microfiber cloth. I've had great results with that. So that goes on next, and I haven't brought my helmet in here, but then it would be gloves. So I've got 2 pairs of cold weather gloves. I tend to wear fingerless mitts in the summer, but when it gets cooler I wear these. These are quite old actually. They Altura. I'm not even sure the brand is around anymore, but they have a nice textured palm with a little bit of gel padding, and they grip well. They are good for down to about 0 degrees Celsius. Any lower than that, and I wear these ones, which are made by a company called West Biking, but yet again I think that's Chinese, don't be fooled by the name. These are rather thicker, they have great insulating qualities, and they are somewhat weatherproof, and they have a nice long elasticated cuff, so these work really well. I think these were only about 25 bucks from Amazon. But before I put those on, I put on a jacket, and I've been riding in this, which is made by Suki Sports. It's a dedicated cycling jacket, so it has a nice long back. It has the 3 elasticated pockets that you'd expect to see. The sleeves could be a tad longer, but if I had gone for the next size up, I think it would have been too loose around me and not as snug fitting. So this doesn't really matter too much because of the long cuffs on my gloves. But this is very effective. It's quite windproof. I don't know how waterproof it is, but you might say it was showerproof. And it has a nice soft flock type lining. Inside there's a pocket. I don't know, you could probably put a phone or glasses or something in there, but I do tend to keep most of my stuff in my back pockets, so I don't have to worry about unzipping and making myself cold. So I've been going out in temperatures of -6, -7, wind chill down to -11, -12, and provided you watch out for ice and and keep your rides to a sensible length, it's not uncomfortable. I'm looking out now and we've had snowfall, but they plough the sidewalks, the bike paths, as well as the roads. So I can jump straight onto a paved bike path which has been ploughed and salted, and you know, even in sub-zero Celsius, it's only wet, it's not icy. There's a couple of bridges that I ride over, and you have to watch there because without the geothermal effect of the ground, the bridge will tend to freeze if there's water or snow on it, and it just means keeping a steady eye ahead. There's no way I'm breaking any records, and I don't worry too much about times and average speeds. Staying upright's more important. So that's how I ride as much as possible in a Canadian winter.